Mhm.
Hey, so have you ever wondered what it's like to bring in an electric car to Jamaica? Well, that's exactly what we did. And so we're here to share our experience with you and to give you any tips that we have learned over the time that we have brought in our vehicle. So, persons always ask us, what's the cost? Do I need somebody else to help me to bring it in?
Yeah.
Is it even possible for me to bring it in? And listen, we have all those answers. So let's get into it.
Yep. I'm Dane.
And I'm
This is Cameroon.
Cameroon.
All right, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
And first place you want to start with is trying to find a car, right? So, how can you source an electric vehicle? Well, for us, we, of course, nervous couple one day, and how we're gonna do this? We said,
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna go online and look at electric cars. Now, my first tip before we start anywhere is when you're looking for an electric car, the single most important thing you're looking for is the quality of the battery.
The battery
And
health, right?
yeah, when we were searching for cars in Japan, we realized that at the time you could not get a state of health report on the battery,
And at
right?
the time was when, babe? It was
That was in late 2019.
2019, right?
Yeah,
2019. Yeah.
right. So it's almost 3 years since we have gotten our car. And I mean, in Japan, speaking with the dealers, we couldn't get that state of health report. So we defaulted to going to
Yeah, we
the
opted
UK,
for the UK.
right? Because it was easier for us to, we made a connection with someone over there. We could inspect the quality of the battery before we spent our money, which I
Yeah.
think is very critical. So source a car, you can go online, there are websites. I give you a few of them, Auto Trader, you can check, and others for different cars. But it's very important that someone on the ground can be there to check and verify the quality of the car or give you the state of health. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did. That's the first step. And then once we found a car that we liked and that was suitable for our needs in terms of battery health, range, and such, and affordability, of course, we went ahead and we made our purchase. So you can tell them how we did that, Dane.
Right. So the vehicle purchase. So we had to do
It's pretty simple,
uh,
actually.
a
Yeah.
wire transfer. We checked out the company, reputable company that we work with over there, and they were able to do the checks for us, the inspections, and we paid by wire transfer to that company. So
Simple and two.
simple one too, nothing too hard there. And the cost when you are purchasing the vehicle, it would include freight on board. That means everything you need paid up before it reaches, or for it to reach to Jamaica's
Right.
port. So it came to Kingston. So everything that needs to be paid up to the dealership, the inspections, getting the export certificate, whether you're shipping by container or on board, B&B. So those are the things that you would pay up beforehand before it gets here to Jamaica.
Yeah. And then once you get your documents and stuff, the next step would be to get your license to take it into the island because that's a very big deal.
Right. So if you want to do it the right way, you need to get your import license. And as a private person, you're allowed to import, I think it's no more than two. I can share my screen with you
Right.
and show you where at the trade board. The trade board's website lets you know how you can um, import a
Import a
vehicle. So
vehicle.
here, if you would Google
A simple search.
trade board import car, you see the steps to import a vehicle, and it gives you everything there. So you're seeing here for individual,
What you
two
need.
motor vehicles every 3 years. These are the documents that you need. So just remember, you're gonna need the export
Mhm.
certificate. You're gonna need all these different documents, so you can come here and check it out, right? And here's the cost. And for your convenience, you can actually pay
Pay
for
for
your
it
import license online,
online.
right?
Right.
So that is a good thing, right? Is there anything else, Kimmy?
Not at that step because the next thing we have to do is
Customs,
customs, right?
right? So when you're going through with customs now, to clear the vehicle, just get someone who's a licensed customs
Custom
broker to
broker.
assist you,
That's where
right?
you're gonna need some
Yeah, you need
assistance.
the less headache with dealing with that. So we got a customs agent to assist us.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about electric cars, is that it well for us 3 years ago it only cost us 30%
30%.
import duty to import the car.
Mhm.
Now though, the government has released a further benefit. So if your vehicle is 1 to 3 years old, it's only 10% import duty, right? And
And in
if
addition to
it's
that, oh, go ahead.
well, if it's 3 to 6 years old, it's still just the 30%,
30%.
which we had from before. Um, and in addition to that, you're gonna say
There's no GCT.
big benefit,
No
right?
GCT on
No
bringing in the
GCT.
car. So that's a big saving. And that's something that we really appreciated at the time.
Hmm.
And we will still appreciate it when we get our next electric vehicle.
So the funny thing with that is, I just have to share this, is that if you can actually purchase a vehicle that is probably a little more expensive overseas,
Hmm.
but when it gets to Jamaica, after you pay your taxes, it's probably a little bit cheaper than something that was, you
Over
know,
there.
over there that was cheaper before. If you understand what I mean, right? So for instance, just take
Like because
a
the taxes are less, like the
right,
fees are less at the border, at the customs, right?
right. So you could get more value for your money then that way
Look at
if you're
that,
buying a
look
new
at
vehicle,
that. Simple one,
right?
too.
Right. What's next with that one now?
All right. And yeah, so we are done with all the external persons. So that took us a couple of months actually. The
Hmm.
shipping took us, I think we purchased the car in
Three
October.
weeks. It's pretty short to ship from the UK than from Japan, so
Mm.
it's like 3 weeks it took the shipping.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, pretty easy. So the vehicle is now on the island. It's now cleared through customs.
And you get
So
a few, like I think you get that blue plate. You can drive for a short period of time so you can get yourself
mhm,
together,
right,
right?
right, and then you need to go and get the valuation and the insurance of the vehicle done. All right. So
Yeah.
first thing we did after we got the car, we went and got it evaluated. And funny thing with the insurance at the time, I could not get
Comprehensive
comprehensive insurance for my
insurance.
electric car, which was weird. Like
No,
I
I
guess
mean, it wasn't
insurers,
weird. People, it was new. It was still pretty new
yeah,
at the time. It's not as well known as it is now. So, I mean, you have to understand insurance. I'm not take liability for something I'm not sure about.
well,
So,
yeah, they were a bit
um,
hesitant, so had to get third party
yeah,
insurance first. But after the second year, imploring them and showing them the benefits of EVs, a few of them, including my insurance broker, was able to get me a
comprehensive
comprehensive
insurance.
insurance. And you
So,
can get them anywhere now. Most
anywhere,
insurances have comprehensive on electric vehicles, and they tend to be lower than comparable
because
gas
I think they
vehicles.
want to encourage buying. Because I know I
Yeah,
saw somewhere like banks are now like 100% financing electric vehicles too
there are special loans now at
for
some
electric
banks, yeah,
vehicles.
for
Yes, you
electric
can check that
vehicles.
out.
So yeah,
So, I mean,
pretty
there's
good.
definitely growth in the support for that.
Right.
Right. So after we did our insurance and the valuation, we went ahead and we did our fitness and registration.
Yes.
So our joke for this, and it will forever be such a hilarious joke, is that we went to the depot and you bring the paper from customs and they're like, "What am I supposed to put on this fitness? What's the CC rating?" I'm like, "Sure, there's no CC rating because there's no engine. There's no engine." I'm like, I don't know what you're
Yeah.
gonna do. And we were there for a little while because he had to call his supervisor, trying to ask them what they should put on it because I mean at the time they didn't know what to do, and that was so interesting to us because
Right. So we had a little hiccup with that,
it was
a little
funny.
delay,
It
but
was
as
funny.
you said,
Yeah.
it was a little funny to see us working it out live. But I mean, anybody doing it today, I'm sure it's a pretty seamless
Easy
operation now.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
Trust me, your fitness will be done in no time.
Right. So
Registration.
your vehicle fit, your vehicle license, you're registered,
Oh, you get to
everything
do
is
your
good to go.
registration, babe. You didn't say
Oh,
registration.
tax office. So you go and get your registration done. We got our 12 months registration, got our license plates, everything. You're legal now to drive your nice imported electric car on the road. But there's one thing, where you're gonna
The
charge it,
charge.
right? Hopefully you thought of that from before. So
Yeah.
for us at the time, there weren't any public chargers widely available as there is now.
Yeah,
So
GPS
we
didn't
made
start as yet.
nor ever go,
Not ever
right?
go, right?
Or any
We
other
were here
private
before.
persons that
Yeah,
we
we're,
see
we're there
offering free
before all of
charging.
that.
Yeah.
What were we thinking?
We're gonna
Sure.
charge at home. So
Yeah.
we from beforehand, I we had bought our level 2 home charger. similar to the level 2 chargers that you would see around.
Like a 220 volts.
Yeah, so that typically cost us about 500 US at the time, and it's still the same amount now.
Yeah,
And we got our
roughly.
electrician, a licensed electrician, to come
That's
and
critical. A licensed electrician, please.
definitely somebody who knows what they're doing to run the 220 line from the breaker to the charge point on our carport. So that would vary dependent on the distance from your breaker to your charge point, because he's going to charge you based on the length of wiring, and of
Mhm.
course his service fee, right?
Yeah.
So material and service fee costs, it depends on the
Mhm.
user. For us, it was typically about $20,000. So, I mean, nothing too crazy. It's going to save you money because we are able to charge overnight. I
Yeah.
typically charge overnight. I've never had a scenario where I had to use a public charger. Yes, they are
Yeah, we
convenient.
chose to use it, right? But we never
Yeah,
had to
they are
use it.
convenient. Not downplaying it. They are very convenient because just yesterday I forgot to plug in the car. Is when I actually got on the road, I realized that, hey, I'm plugging the car.
Thank you, every
Before,
time.
that would never have happened.
Thank
Like,
you.
sometimes
Yeah, we
I
got
would
so
be triple
comfortable.
checking to make
Yeah.
sure that the car is charging because I have to go work
You know,
tomorrow, right?
in the bed, you're like, hold
So,
on, I'm plugging the car.
yeah. Yeah, but no, it's just, I guess it's an indication too of the, the quick uptake
Uptake,
of
right?
EVs
Hmm.
and the chargers that Evergo is
The
doing, especially,
availability, right?
and JPS. And now you have, like, you can travel the length of the island probably with our old car and reach where you're
Don't
going.
atom that with our nice vintage
Nice
car.
vintage car, yeah.
With
Put it that way.
not so strong batteries, but we're working on it.
All right, so that is it. I can sum it up for you. So, um, let me just share this again.
Right.
So, for getting our EV, this is
Uh-huh.
a summary of the cost to,
Cost to own it.
to
Yeah.
import the vehicle, and everything except the charger and the valuation report and stuff. So the cost came up to roughly $21,243.66 US. All right. So you see the bulk of this is coming from the purchase and shipping, and then really the import duties and the taxes are very minimal. So that is something that we really appreciate with electric vehicles, the benefit of the low import duty and no GCT. All right. So I hope, I mean, you found that beneficial, but we'll also just want to share that we here at Plug-in Jamaica, we are currently assisting persons. If you have decided that you want to go EV, we can assist you in the process. Now we have developed a team on the ground in the UK
Yeah.
that can go to the vehicle. If you find one online, or if you want us to source it for you, we can go there, do the quality checks, make sure the battery health is good, and also the other things that need to check for the car. We have our persons at customs that can assist you in clearing the cars, and of course we also can assist you with any accessories that you need for an EV. One good accessory, depending on the charge standard that you have on the car, you might need an adapter, because some of these charge points, they have CCS or CHAdeMO chargers. So
Hmm.
that's something else that you could consider in the cost of getting your EV here in Jamaica.
Yeah, and even if you haven't decided that you're getting an EV, you can still ask us any questions you might have about electric vehicles. We would love to share our experience or anything that we have learned so far along the way.
Mhm.
So to help you, kind of nudge you in the right direction. We're all about saving the environment, saving money, and being very happy. What I'm saying? So feel free to reach out to us. Any questions you have, just
Yeah.
post them in the chat. And you know how to reach us on YouTube, on Facebook group, and yeah, on our Instagram.
Yeah, on our website. We
No,
just launched our website, pluginjamaica.com. We have a map there that shows you all the charge
charge
points
points in
across the
Jamaica,
island,
right?
right? Even the free ones, because we take advantage of those too, all right? So that's it from us. See you in the comment section. Let's stay plugged in, Jamaica.